Hey guys, thanks for tuning again this week. I wanted to apologize for such a late post this week. I am literally just landing and getting back home from the most amazing weekend in Seattle, Washington, and which is a perfect way to start off this post because I really wanted to just focus on actually living your life and not just surviving. So this week's theme is moving away from just surviving and actually living. That's really tough to do when you start to talk to people that suffer from a mental illness. A lot of us go into defense mode, and now we're learning to cope and live a regular life day by day, trying to survive through some of the symptoms that come with having a mental illness, especially if you have depression and anxiety. It's very hard to be around people. It's hard to get out of bed sometimes. It's hard to go to work, hard to go to school, hard to engage with others. So I completely understand how extremely exhausting it is to just wake up every day and live a life and trying to normalize your life as much as possible when you're trying to overcome suffering from something so dramatic. But for the past 2 years, going on 2 years now, I've been working full-time in my career, and then this past year I enrolled into grad school, so I am a full-time grad student. I launched my business obviously because you guys are here on my channel, so I've been working on that as well as being a single mom. I really didn't realize how much I was really spending my days just trying to make it to the next day. We kind of get in the swing of things. I was learning to wake up early, get everything done in the day, and by the end of the day I'm just ready to crash out and be done for the day. And I just repeated that process every day, and I felt like I was really stuck. That's not to get that I'm not extremely happy with my life and extremely blessed, but I started to notice that, especially with the social media platforms that we have now, that there were a lot of people that I personally knew and didn't know that were really living their lives. And even though I'm in a great position and I do very well and my daughter is extremely happy, I started to notice that I wasn't really living, that I was doing a lot more of surviving. And that's something that people with mental illnesses really do. So I've made it a point. I didn't want to wait until the new year to make this a goal, but I really wanted to start living my life. And the way that I started doing that is by deciding some important things that I really wanted to get done that I made excuses for why I couldn't do. For me, traveling is one of those things because I really haven't been away from my baby for a long period of time. But she has fun when she goes on the weekends with her dad, and instead of staying at home and being really sad about it or sulking away on the couch, I've decided to kind of write a list of all these wonderful places that I haven't visited yet and start to visit those places and really experience things that I haven't been able to experience. Eventually she'll be coming on a lot of these trips with me because I was blessed when I was growing up to be able to see a lot of the world. My parents set that up for me and my brother, and so I want her to also have that. But right now I love that she gets to have that time with her dad and her grandparents while I get to have a little bit of me time, which is hard for mothers to really do too. We don't really have me time in a sense, and our me time usually is our shower time. But I do realize the importance for the mental and for the physical for you to take a break, to do things that truly make you happy, and that can be anything from picking up a cooking class or reading a book that you've really been wanting to read, just don't have time to read, or cleaning. Sometimes we have rooms that are cluttered, especially our closets. That's a big one, where we keep telling ourselves we're going to get to it, and we don't ever get to it. And you'll start to see yourself having a list of things that you just really want to get to that we make excuses to not get to. And so I am going to give everyone an exercise, whoever's watching this, to take out a pen and paper right now and write a list of 10 things that you've always wanted to do that you keep putting off. I will give you a few of mine. Obviously, the first one is traveling, so I've been able to do that. I will pick up a cooking class. I love being in the kitchen. I love cooking, but I primarily make Korean food, and so I'm wanting to take a class on learning some more dishes in other cultures. If you're wanting to learn a new language, start picking up on a new language. If you're wanting to redecorate, if you're wanting to paint a certain part of your house, if you're wanting to take a karate class, a yoga class, or even if you're wanting to just go to an event. I love events where you get to meet new people, and you know, most of them are on Wednesdays or Thursdays after work, and you're extremely tired, but find a babysitter and do that. For my married couples, date night extremely important. You know, we're working and we're raising kids and we're doing what we have to do, and we start to neglect our partners. So plan date nights with your partner and do things that both of you guys like to do. Maybe a run around the park, or a walk somewhere, or a movie, or y'all can do classes together too, or y'all can paint a room together. So I want to thank my host from this weekend for really showing me the importance of really working hard, but being able to sit back and enjoying the fruits of our labor. He has busted his butt the past 8 years building a life for himself, and it's been super exciting being there and watching him be able to show some of the fruits of his labor. And I'm extremely proud of him and happy for all the great things that he's been able to do. And I'm even more happy that he's allowed me to share that space with him. Do that with people. Show them that, you know, there are some major wins when it comes to working hard. You know, it was amazing being in the space with him and seeing all the things he's been working on for 8 years, and then being able to see all of the accomplishments gives me a push to want to keep working and doing better. And I'll be able to shine that light on someone else, and collectively we have a community now of people sharing all the things that they've done great and all the hard work they put in for so many years, and how there is a great outcome to that. On the same note, I want to note that he also made a very good point about learning from your losses, that for a lot of us it's very hard to make goals and to take steps because we're extremely fearful of not winning. We're scared of losing. We're scared of not making the goals that we've made for ourselves. But he's told me that he has always been able to find some greatness out of all of his losses. And I started to think about some of my losses in life and how extremely blessed I was to outcome some of those. And I did come out with a lot of wins from some of those losses. So if there's things on your list that you're fearful of doing, like maybe going back to school or starting a relationship with someone, just do it. And if it doesn't work out, there's always a learning lesson in those. So I pray that everyone that's watching this is going to walk away saying that they are no longer just going to survive every day, that they're going to learn to survive and live life. Life is short. We don't know when we're ever going to come to an end, or the people that we love are going to come to an end. So live that life. Do the things you've always wanted to do. If you want to jump off of a plane, jump off of a plane. If you want to go on a trip to Canada, go to Canada. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. If you want to lose weight, lose weight. If you want to eat that Cheeto, eat that Cheeto. Everything is great in moderation. So I hope that you guys are living, and I hope you guys are healthy, and I hope you guys are happy. And I want to end this by saying that the holidays are coming up, and just be mindful that the holidays are not always cheerful for everyone. So if you have friends that you know have a hard time around the holidays, especially if they experience some deaths around the holidays, reach out to them. Let them know that you love and care for them, and that you're there for them if they need it. And I pray that everyone has a great Thanksgiving. From my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays. And I will see you guys next Monday. Have a great night.